it is October 12th. Today, it's about 9 o'clock or so, and it's been quite a day, but I am actually going to work on Dark Coquettes, which is Hoshino Marine. Today was really busy for me. If you guys didn't know, I actually ended up getting a new car. So I am a little strapped for cash, a little nervous about all this, but I am definitely, it was definitely needed, and I know that it was something that I needed to do, and because my car last week got totaled. So, got a new car, and I'm excited about that, but I'm not excited about a bunch of money being gone. But I am actually really excited about what's going on with my YouTube. You guys have been awesome. Holy crap. I'm noticing that some of my videos are actually popping off. Like, I want to show you this. This is just one video right now. It's my last video, my latest video, and that is my real-time stats right now. So, you know, I wasn't here. I was like at 740 something and like 2 days ago, and like this was uploaded like 2 days ago. I don't know. It is crazy. I wanted to go and say thank you so much at the very first part of this video. So, oh my gosh, you guys rock. I am still streaming, so actually tomorrow, after all this, I am streaming, and hopefully we can get some donations and stuff for Hurricane Helene, because this is still really affecting my area. And so, yeah, thank you guys so much. I am just so grateful for you all. So I'm going to start working on Hoshino Marine, and I will see you guys soon. So, as you're going to see, I am working on Hoshino Marine, and I know that there's going to be a lot of moving my camera around during these recording sessions. I am still trying to figure out how the best way to go and use my stand in order to do a good recording so you guys can see. The way my hand's positioned, as you might notice, I'm a righty, and I tend to use my hand as very much a I guess a support as I write and as I draw. So it is very much part of my process. I've always done this as a kid, so it's one of those things that I just can't get a hold of, you know. I can't really change. So it is one of those things, like, I gotta go and figure this out. So the theme is Dark Coquette, which that kind of gives me the feelings of a kind of like a Lolita type of deal. So that's what I was going for. I found that Hoshino Marine actually has a Lolita outfit, so I wanted to draw that, and I was like, okay, cool, we'll get that going. So as you see, I am actually recording my sketch out process during this, and just kind of the way that I am slowly but surely trying to build up everything on the paper and using my kneaded eraser in order to keep things light, keep things needed, because keep things kind of sketchy, because I do tend to push down on the paper and use a lot of graphite when I draw. Again, another part of my process. As you see too, I did go and I feel like this upside down kind of view was kind of a different kind of view for you guys, but I actually ended up liking this view a lot when working on this one. So I'm just sketching along, and this Inktober has actually been very busy for me. I didn't realize how much I had going on, and between health issues and between these events that happened during this month, I've just been really behind, and I'm just going with it. So I ended up going and sketching all this out, doing actually I felt like this one was pretty decent. I wasn't very upset with this one at all, but again, I feel like that pre-planning, drawing in and sketching it before I do the inking, and giving myself some time before this recording process really does make my art tend to be better. I also tended to push myself through this process these 2 weeks. So I have a lot of drawings that took me over 2 days to do. So this one just took me a day, but there were things like my Mogo one and my Serious Fauna one that did take me quite a bit, but the details in the drawing show. So that's kind of one of those things, like I was producing, which didn't bother me too much. I produced a lot of quality drawings as I was working. So that was the good news about this part of my Inktober process. I was really trying to push myself with my inking abilities and really try to give myself more, show more techniques and show what I really could do. So as I work on this, you see that I'm really putting a lot of details in this time as well. So I'm just going to let you guys watch the process as I continue on with this. And yeah, thank you. I've done a couple of drawings this week. I've just had a really, really, really busy week. So my next drawing is actually going to be up here, which is Reflection. I've switched it with Amelie. I've done some switching of those two, but I wanted to show you the drawings that I've done this week so far. So here is Hoshio Marine. We got Crazy Ollie, which she actually ended up going and reblogging and liking. And then I finished this one. This one took me 2 days, and which is Split, and it is Fuwamoko. So after this, I'm going to do Amelie, and we'll get started on that. And I'm just going to record my inking process because I am going to do the drawing off camera. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. Now, I absolutely love this person and VTuber. This is Amelie and Monarch. I have been listening to Amelie's music for quite a bit, and I felt like this mirror effect that I saw from another piece of art that really inspired me to go and work on this piece. So I actually not only have one of her outfits for this piece, but also I actually have 2 outfits that I wanted to showcase in this piece, which was I feel like the glass effects and the reflection theme that I was going for really did the trick. So I pre-sketched this one, which again, I've been noticing if I pre-sketch it, they seem to turn out a lot better, and I'm able to focus purely on the inking process. And also with the inking process, I have just been pushing myself constantly with it. So I before this I did Crazy Ollie and Fuwamoko on before I attempted this piece. But after this piece, I would do my Series Fauna piece, which included way too many flowers that I inked by hand. So, I first started on this. I started with actually inking the actual glass pieces themselves, because I felt like getting those pieces in and getting that part of the process done would make my life easier, which actually it definitely did. I started inking the other parts of her. I started with the main piece, and then I would go on to her secondary appearance, which would be in the glass pieces. So I just actually ended up focusing very much on this. I liked her regal appearance for her first one, and I just kind of went with the regal-ish appearances for both pieces. And you'll see that I just go with the details. It's just, there's a lot of details for this piece, and I just end up this piece, actually this inking process took me about an hour and 30 minutes. So I was having a lot of issues with rendering this piece onto my computer. So I actually had to downgrade the quality of it. So just because it was, my computer just couldn't handle it, couldn't handle the quality processes and stuff. So there is a good chance that I am just gonna go with, because I have been recording them as 4K, I might go and downgrade quality for some of the other ones, so I don't run into the issues of rendering everything onto my computer. Again, it was taking it was just impossible. It took me like 3 hours to figure out a way to put this from my phone to my computer, and it was just a hot mess. So, I mean, the piece itself is awesome looking. Like, it's awesome looking, but the process of rendering and working on this video was very tough, very time consuming, and it took quite a bit of time. I try to automate and make my process of making videos as easy and seamless as possible, because I don't like editing videos so much. It's not my favorite thing, and if I notice that something takes a lot longer for me to do, that I tend to procrastinate on that part, and also I tend to not do it. So I have been very diligent about trying to make my video recording, video editing as seamless as possible for myself, for my own mental health. So that's one of those things, like, I have noticed about, my processes that I need to do and need to make better. So unfortunately, might be a little bit of a downgrade in quality for filming, but if it makes it easier for me to go and handle, I would rather do that and not worry about sending things over to Dropbox or anything really crazy like that. I also have to figure out about my storage capacities and stuff for my videos, because it does take a lot of resources to keep some of these videos on here. So again, I have to figure that out. And as you see, I started with that first one, and then I will go and sketch out the second part. This was a deliberate decision by me to do, because I wanted to sketch out that first part, get a plan for that second part, and then work on it, because even if I go and I was afraid of erasing things out and taking so much time on the sketch that I would totally just ruin it by going and doing that first process. So as you see, it made this a little bit easier for myself. Normally, if I have something like this and I'm doing it digitally, I would have a couple of layers to go and figure this thing out, and I would actually have 2 layers of sketches for sure. So I would have this the main layer for the sketch, I would have the mirror sketch, and then I would have the second one. But again, it turned out really beautifully afterwards, so I was very proud with how I handled problem solving this. Art is just all about problem solving. So, figuring out how the best steps to make something works. So, enough with the yapping. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys continue watching this, and I will see you on the next piece of work. Hello everybody, what is up? This is just Bonnie before she goes and actually sketches out her stuff. I've had definitely a week.
So if you guys didn't know, this week's been busy for me. First things first, I ended up doing this one on Monday. So this was I sketched it and drew it while I was subbing, so I was able to do that, but the rest of the week was super busy. I'm gonna show you guys some other stuff too. This one took me 2 days to work on, and you probably saw this one on the video. So what ended up happening was that I was super busy this week. I went to a musical I wanted to do, wanted to see, called Anne Juliet, so got to see that. And then on Thursday I had a big interview. Wednesday I had like lots of stuff I had to go and work on as well. On Thursday I also hung out with my boyfriend. And then on Friday, yesterday, which you'll probably see the footage from yesterday, I was gone from like 3 p.m. to about midnight, 1 a.m. At a rally for Kamala Harris, and got to meet a lot of really cool people there. I'm just gonna say, whatever your affiliation is, just go vote, and go vote early. But yeah, really cool event. The footage, there was probably at least 10,000 people at that location, and former President Barack Obama was actually there as well. So it's a really cool time. So I am going to work on my next one, which is actually sleep. So yeah, stay tuned.
Lastly is a art piece that I am actually pretty happy with. I was actually very happy about the VTuber who actually ended up commenting and talking to me about it, actually followed me, which I was very shocked about. So this is Mari Yume. She is a artist, not an artist, but she's actually a VTuber who's on YouTube who does VTuber advice. And she's somebody I've been watching for quite a bit, and her new, and when I saw Sleep, I thought instantly of her, which she has a lot of models that have like a lot of dreamy and sleepy feels. So this one was really fun because her new model has like no sleep on it and she's sleeping, so I like the irony of everything. And it was really cute to do. I like the baggy shirt and all that kind of stuff too. So yeah, I was actually kind of shocked about how much I liked this piece. I first was having issues with these hands and just with the body pose in general, but I felt like it turned out very, very well. Again, I was trying to figure out the best way to go and record myself doing these. And with this one, it was actually better to record it on its side, kind of almost upside down so you guys can see the details, because she is right side up, but is really kind of a cool position so you guys can see this. And I can tell from my pieces this time around how much I have grown in how much I've done for Inktober. So my from my Shoto piece, which I was kind of not happy with, to this piece in particular, I was very happy with pretty much all of the pieces that I did for Inktober, even when I did have some mess ups, and that's cool. That's actually awesome. I also noticed how much I was trying to do more dynamic poses. I was trying to add more details in, bring out some of the line work with using white gel pen, and just you can obviously tell I'm feeling more comfortable with this medium as I work. So I have a feeling that I even after Inktober, I'm probably going to be using this medium quite a bit. As you see, I did the mess up, but you'll notice that if I go over and over with it with white gel pen and make sure it dries, that it definitely goes away on its own, and you really can't see it after that point. That's just one of those techniques that I started learning with the pens in general. I also started realizing that my Copic fine liner, the one that I was using, I am starting to it's starting to push down a bit, so it's kind of losing steam on me, and that's okay. That just means that I can just use my Sakura microns, because a pen that I really need to use in my arsenal. So, and also the microns are less expensive, and I really haven't seen too many major results that are differences with the Copic fine liners versus the microns, other than the microns, the fine liners do tend to dry a little bit faster, but it's okay, because I feel like I give it enough time for my microns to actually dry before I apply any kind of marker onto them in general. I did find out that throughout this process too, I absolutely love that Pentel, that really thick medium Pentel, just because it just gives that really deep dark black ink. So those are some things that I have found out through Inktober, that is like, what do I like, what do I dislike, what kind of things make my life a lot easier, a lot harder when it comes to producing this type of art. I have found out I do like the white gel pens, especially when the ink really dries and then you go over it. It's some of us, we tend to be a little quick on our feet, like I am. I'm a little impulsive, so that's one of the reasons why I was struggling a lot with them. But I'm now finding out I need to have some patience and time with it. So here's the last one. And thank you guys for coming. My other Inktober piece is on my website, and see you then.